Options Tender. It is after the bell, way after the bell on Tuesday, 3/9/21. We had a little hockey tonight, so we're delayed a little bit, but we're going to jump right into it. We're going to go over the SPX, the options expected move. Then we'll put some lines on there, go down to the 65-minute, and then we'll check a couple trade ideas. We'll do more in the morning, but just a couple ideas or some trades that I got into, some swings. So before we jump into that, go down to the bottom right-hand corner, Options Tender logo, and hit that subscribe button and like these videos. If you like these videos, it helps us spread the word and spread the wealth. We got a lot of new people out there. We want to help them all out, okay? All right, here we go. So for the options expected move, that's this range here. This is our field of play. I will put the link to options expected move if you're interested in knowing what it is. So the options market expects us to go this week, 95 points to the upside or 95 points to the downside. We almost always touch one of the edges, and I think we're going for that top edge. We'll see. Going on to the trend is our friend. So we have our long-term rising pivot. We pushed off of that hard, and we had some follow through. We're over the 8 MA, but we're stuck right at that 20 MA, rejected off of it slightly. So we could pinch in this. Maybe we have an inside day. Maybe we just go straight through it, or maybe we have to pull back a bit in order to go higher. I wouldn't mind having an inverse head and shoulder. I'm looking for the pullback in order for us to go higher. So looking on this daily, we're working on wave 1, 2, and possibly wave 3. But the alternative count, thanks to Chandler Trades, we have a X. This is an X, Y, Z, and then higher. Okay, so we're not even going to talk about real bearish counts until we break this rising pivot. This is a really special point for us. It's a major pivot point that we're breaking out of this megaphone long term. Okay, and I expect us to go way higher from here, but we'll see. We'll take it day by day. All right, hit that like button. All right, let's go over to the ES on the 65-minute chart. All these lines on here looks confusing, but we'll explain it. So this is our wave 1 that we're talking about. We had our pullback. I think it looks done at this point. Wave 2, and now we're pushing back on wave 1 to start wave 3. Okay, I don't think wave 1 is over. We'll find out tomorrow or overnight. I am prepared. I have some SPY puts. I'm prepared for a pullback to give us an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and that would give us some momentum to head to the upside. Now, if something else happens and we start getting underneath this area, then we may, especially if we get a lower low here, we may have to reconsider our counts and start looking at the bearish count. The wave 2, so this wave 1, and wave 2 would be negated if we go underneath this fuchsia line. Okay, so just stick with us every single day. Hit that notification button so you can get these videos updates every morning, every evening, and on the weekend. Okay, enough with the 65. I think we might be pushing higher, but just be ready for that pullback. Okay, couple trade ideas. Let's get on the daily again. We jumped into Riot today. Let's try that again. Riot. All right, looking at Riot, just parabolic. You know, you guys know this. It's a proxy from Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is flaring to the upside, so we grabbed a name here. We thought Riot fit best. It just closed over the 20 MA, regained everything, pushing out of this wedge. Now, if we can't get through this this gap here on the first time, that may form a right shoulder to have an inverse head and shoulder here as well. I love those inverse head and shoulders. Especially when you have a wedge. Usually that's the formation that comes out of it if you're not familiar. So we this may be our opportunity to get short after we make a nice run, because I do see that the MACD is coming down, and we're probably going to cross over that the blue MACD line with the yellow leader. We're probably going to cross back over it, but not make new highs. That would be a divergent a bear divergence while we're making new highs on price. we won't be making new highs on the MACD. So we'll be looking out for that. I think we are looking at a wave 5 here pretty soon. I think we're starting wave 5 right now. Enough of that. GDX. Now we had Nugget. We're using Nugget to play this. Let's go trend as our friend here. We're pushing off the bottom of the channel. We closed that gap, and now we're at the 20 rejected here, but we're still over the 8 MA. I think we're looking good on this one. We did have Nugget on this gap up, and we ended up closing those out and putting a about 100-day swing. It's called a duration position. I will put a link out for that as well. So we're looking at this to make at least new highs. We're going to monitor it, see what happens here, but I think we're going to make new highs on GDX eventually. It's going to take some time. Airbnb, ABNB. I love to stay at Airbnbs. So this one sort of looks kind of like the market. We had our 5 wave count up, and I believe that would be wave 1. And we're finishing wave 2, and now we're starting wave 3. And so we pushed out the 50 MA, couldn't quite get over the 8 MA, so we're going to pinch right in between there, and we're going to have to make a move eventually, and we'll watch which direction that goes. Now, we made our first move. This may be a minute wave 1, and we may have to come back, possibly to this support here, to move higher. Okay, so last one we're going to do is Juniper. I haven't seen this name in a long time, but we're on it. Somewhat of an ascending triangle. Tried to break out, fake break there, I suppose you can call it, but that would be a wave 4 on this current wave. So I think we're starting wave 5 here. All right, and just couldn't quite get over. We're over the 8 MA, but we have some work to do to get over the 50 and the 20. We're also trying to cross on the MACD, so we'll keep an eye on Juniper. We're out about 40 days on this one for a swing trade. All right, that's it. You guys, thank you for joining me here in Options Center. Comment below if you want to do any chart requests, or if you have any questions. I'm always here to answer. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. So thank you for joining us. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.